Okay, I want to give you a 9-month update on my iPhone Air experience. Is it better now or worse than it was when I got it last September? So just starting off, when the iPhone Air was announced, I criticized it. I did not think it was a practical phone because when Apple announced it, they announced it with a battery bank to double its battery life. And I was like, if Apple believed that this battery life was good, they would have not created a power bank that only works for the Air in size, and they would have announced it as an accessory, but they announced it with this phone, which automatically made me think this battery would be bad. So I was planning on getting either a 17 or a 17 Pro because I had the 16 Pro Max and it was just too big for one-handed use. I love the battery life on the 16 Pro Max, but the size just not practical for daily use. Actually, I'm filming on the 16 Pro Max right now. It's my filming phone. So then I made some videos and it accumulated about $1,000 in AdSense. So I was like, okay, I can actually now justify buying this without losing any money because I like that this is something different. I have gotten very bored with phones lately on the Apple side. I want a folding phone. That's not out yet. Hopefully later this year, there will be a folding phone. I wanted just something new. I like software, but I really like it when hardware is something new and cool. So I took the plunge and I bought myself an iPhone Air, and it was good. I was actually very impressed with the battery life of the iPhone Air. I used it for everything, and it never ran out of battery life. And then I was making some videos about it and just giving it positive reviews, and a lot of people were saying, yeah, it's good if you don't do a lot of social media or if you don't do a lot of FaceTime calls, anything that uses the Wi-Fi antennas aggressively, because that will eat up the battery life. Sometimes if you're at the store and I'm trying to remote into my cameras and get a live feed, then it will cook the battery life and this thing will get very, very hot. So that was all fine and dandy. Absolutely love this as my daily driver. I used this to film videos. I used it for social media, everything. And then this last February, I was laid off from my tech job. So I had a lot of time on my hands. And so I started making a lot more videos. And with that comes a lot more notifications and a lot more analytics. So I was checking my phone all the time. So practically it was on 24/7, except when I slept. So now that I'm using this phone a lot more, its battery life is very bad. I charge it to 95% just to help with the health of the battery. And as of right now, it is 27% and it's about 2:30 p.m. So I will have to plug this in before tonight rolls around. It is definitely not lasting a full day. But because the battery is smaller, it can charge a lot quicker. And I have MagSafe chargers all over my house. So it's not as big of a deal as I thought, because there are times when I just need to get away from my phone for an hour. I'll just put this on a wireless charger and be done with it. And I also have this 16 Pro Max that I'm on. If I really need to use a phone and I want this one to charge, I do have a second one, but a lot of people don't have that luxury. But I also use this 16 Pro Max more to film. So that is to say, the battery life is good if you use it as a normal person. But if you are making a ton of videos, your screen is on all the time, if you're doing FaceTime, that will eat up the battery. It's not a bad phone. I just can't recommend it because it's $1,000. And the iPhone 17 has better battery life, more cameras, cheaper price tag. So if you're just looking for a good phone, just get the 17. But if you want, look how thin this phone is. It is absolutely thin. I love how thin it is. And yeah, that's why I haven't swapped out for something else, because I love how thin this is and I can get by with just charging it once during the day. But I also do miss my ultra wide camera. I didn't realize how much I would miss it, but there's so many times where I'm trying to take a picture of a room and my ultra wide isn't wide enough. This camera's not wide enough. And so I have to step back, and in my new office out here, it is really small. And I can't physically do that. I don't really miss my telephoto lens from my 16 Pro Max, but if I go on vacation and you're trying to take a picture of a bison from 100 feet away, that's where a telephoto lens would be amazing. So I do miss the camera. The battery life, it's good, but not compared to my 16 Pro Max and the iPhone 17s and 17 Pros. So if Apple does not come out with an Air 2 that has significantly better battery life, then I will probably go towards a 18 Pro, or if they come out with a folding phone, I'll probably try to get that. And then the charging port, it's not the fast charging port on the for USB-C, which I didn't realize I would miss because there's a couple times where I've run video from my phone and this one can't do it. But on the good news, this guy has enough RAM for Siri AI. So it will be able to have all the updated models locally on this phone. It will probably eat my battery life more like crazy, but it can do it. So I can do all that testing when the official iOS 27 comes out. I have the beta running on my 16 Pro Max, and it's a good beta. But the iPhone 17, or this phone, the iPhone Air, 9 months later, it's a good phone, just not for $1,000. And if you actively want to use it as a social media device, then prepare to charge it at least once during the day. But I do like this phone a lot. Like, if I had to buy a new phone, if this was $800, no brainer, I would get it over the 17 just because I like the titanium sides, and it's just a well-made phone. So anyway, I think that's all I have to say. Got 3 more months with this guy until Apple announces the new phones, and then I have to decide, do I keep my iPhone Air? If they come out with a folding phone, that's probably what I'm gonna get. If they come out with an Air 2, it better have a ultra wide, better have a better battery life, and better have a better charging port. But all that to say is, the iPhone Air, I think, is definitely worth it. So let me know what you think about the iPhone Air. Have you used it? Did you want one but bailed out because you thought battery life would be bad? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.